Today, IS. Have you heard of this?
Today's lesson is about recognising false teachers. Hafiz is an English teacher and an imam. His new class is designed to show his students the realities of radicalisation. And these Muslim sixth formers are broadly supportive.
I feel it is important, especially for the younger years, because if they're not educated about this and they're targeted online, they won't have the knowledge behind this not to do and go somewhere, be brainwashed or influenced by anybody else.
Learned a lot of things that I didn't really know before, like who the leader of the IS was and what his goal was.
This class is one school's approach to the threat of extremism. The government has its own. It's called the Channel Programme. And in the 3 months between June and August this year, 796 people were referred to this official de-radicalisation scheme. Of those, more than 300 were under 18. Now, if those figures are reflected over the whole year, it would mean over 3,000 referrals in 2015. That's a fourfold increase in 3 years. The idea of the government's Channel programme is to provide support to people who might be considered vulnerable to exploitation. Now, they can be referred by people in councils, in prisons or in schools, and the idea is that they get the support before any brainwashing can take place. This is what the government wants to stop. These 3 teenage girls left East London for so-called Islamic State last year. And last month saw the trial of Britain's youngest ever terrorist, a 14-year-old boy from Blackburn who incited terror in Australia over the internet. But he was one of the people referred to the Channel programme. So is there any evidence that it works?
Well, I think targeted prevention is only ever half of the solution. Early intervention is required, and that's best coming through primary prevention. We've got to work better in schools to promote Britain's values, to promote human rights and things like tolerance, so that we can stop people buying into extremism in the first place.
The rise in referrals to Channel has followed the rise in this, online propaganda from the so-called Islamic State. But of those referrals, only 1 in 5 was deemed to need further support. And that means 80% of cases are people worrying about radicalisation without good reason. Dominic Reynolds, 5 News in Bradford.